food is at the very base of who we are.
And food's a major player in our society.
We became this industrial society. Once people moved from the farms and they stopped growing food, we started getting our food from manufacturers.
And now the drug companies who make money off of the pesticides that they're sold to the farmers now come forward and have chemicals they're going to use to cure the diseases that have been created.
The food manufacturers devised a way of using chemicals to enhance the taste of food. They are known as chemical taste enhancers.
The political, economic aspect of the food issue helps drive the rest of the society.
Schools have food that is really something I would never feed my child. And the kinds of foods that they provide are foods that can contribute to disease.
I think it came home to me particularly clearly when I suddenly realized I was forbidding my own children to drink Coca-Cola, and then I went to work and I managed $1 billion budget to try and drive people to drink more Coca-Cola.
And what's amazing is that every time you eat something, whatever it is that you eat leaves some kind of impression within the body.
Why do we do things that aren't good for us? We know when we pick something up to eat, generally, whether it is good for us or not.
There's sort of this gray cloud, like we don't know why people are sick. We don't know why people are obese. We don't know why people have cancer. It's like we're looking for what's the next operation or what's the next drug, instead of just looking to what we're putting in our bodies.
We crave what we know, and research has shown us that taste preferences begin from the very first bite. If your baby has experienced a variety of fresh food tastes, they're most likely to take the healthier choices.
Our future and our environment depends upon all of us. This is also a challenge to other chefs to step up to the plate and literally step up to the plate.
It's a joy, to be able to go downtown, have the restaurant be eco-friendly, and we're supporting farmers.
It takes some time, and it takes leadership, it takes energy, and of course it runs directly counter to one of the purposes of this business, which is to keep costs down, margin high, and profit high.
Living in alignment with the earth, eating organic food, living sustainably, giving back to the earth.
Every time you lay that dollar down, you're describing the way society is going to be based on what you believe and what you choose. You start doing that in the conscious way every day, and you will start shifting society.
By the year 2000, more people will live in cities than outside of them. This will be a first in the history of civilization. Within the megacities of the world lies the potential for social and economic progress on an incredible scale. But there is equal capacity for misery. Cities reflect the best and worst of humanity. They are order and chaos, creativity and repression, beauty and despair. They are the essence of us all.
The Galapagos Islands spread across the equator in the Pacific Ocean, about 1,000 kilometers west of Ecuador in South America. The archipelago, or group of islands, include 19 islands and 107 islets. They are home to a collection of some of the most unusual and fascinating plants and animals on Earth. Millions of years ago, active volcanoes erupted on an ocean floor. The hot liquid lava hardened, creating a small chain of islands that continue to grow to this day. In the past 200 years, over 60 eruptions have expanded the Galapagos Islands. At first, the land had no life. Over time, seeds were blown in. Wind and water carried in birds and animals clinging to floating vegetation. Life took root. And so began the story of the Galapagos Islands.
Every person on this planet is entitled to an education. Education is a fundamental tool for progress. It opens doors. It enriches lives. 2 years ago, Discovery Channel Global Education Fund made a commitment to support education in rural villages and townships throughout Africa. Today, the Global Education Fund provides technology, programming and training to children and their communities in South Africa, Zimbabwe, and Uganda. New sites are opening in Mexico and Peru. And we're just getting started. Every project site is equipped with a TV, a VCR, and a satellite dish. Satellite technology offers people equal access to information, whether they live in a city center or a remote rural village. Discovery Channel Global Education Fund also offers specially produced television programming. The sights and sounds of the world are brought right into classrooms and community centers worldwide.
To some degree, I've struggled with weight all of my life. I've lost weight before on other programs, and I've just never been able to stay committed to it on a long-term basis. I do suffer from fasting-impaired glycemia, which just now is starting to be recognized as a precondition to adult diabetes. So the liposuction, can actually help with that. I'm thoroughly convinced that this is going to be a phenomenal success. We belong for a couple of years to the farm co-op. It's a great thing. It's just a very kid-friendly place. I also think it's important for the children to be more connected, with things. I mean, it's so easy to not really realize the impact that you can have as a citizen of this earth. And I think getting to the farm helps better connect them with that.
Art overcomes the constraints of the word. Art crosses all boundaries. It touches all lifetimes. It's something that belongs to everyone.
We really run this place as an adjunct to the artist studio.
There's a lot of actual physical artwork that has to be done in order to accomplish this project.
process, it takes a long time.
Usually what I would have is like a 3-foot, an 8-foot, the paintings, the prints, the drawings, all happening at the same time. So if I get the folds and I get everything at the 3 feet, then I've got something to work toward for the bigger ones. I've got to make sure that that's what we still get, is that beauty at 20 feet.